Man, I got all the favorite bitches say I'm delicious. I'ma have all you motherfuckers laying in ditches. I'ma kill all you rappers, I'ma aim with precision. They was rocking with your ass till they made a decision. All my friends making millions cause they know I'm my bitch. A lot of entertainers crash, I can see the collision. That's it to make the money, I was great at division.
Believe it or not, police issued a warrant for the House of Mouse and not the fancy one with fireworks and nightly parades. No, this one sat on MLK Boulevard right between a pawn shop that never closes and a tax preparation place that looks like a front for something. After traumatizing a 6-year-old's birthday party, officers in Tallahassee marched right in and handcuffed ChuckECheese. But to understand, you have to start with the man inside the fur, Jamal. Jamal was 41, living the classic Florida lifestyle, which is to say, he had a criminal record long enough to qualify as a novella. He'd been to jail a few times, mostly for the usual Florida recreational offenses. But something changed around 2023. Maybe it was a revelation. Maybe it was parole conditions with very specific wording. Nobody knows. What matters is that Jamal decided to turn his life around, or at least turn it far enough to get a job. Despite his educational background box, being checked with the confidence of someone who definitely did not attend the school he listed, Jamal somehow secured employment at the local ChuckECheese, and not just any role, he became the mouse. The dancing, waving, photo-taking, sweating inside foam heads, mouse. Right. He did other tasks too, but nothing beat the power of being 6 feet tall. Covered in synthetic fur and adored by children who had no idea how many times the man inside had been fingerprinted. For a while, things seemed stable, and 2025 rolled in like a hurricane made of poor decisions, and everything changed the day Michelle walked through those sticky doors. Michelle was throwing her kid a birthday party, the kind of party where the drinks are half empty. The children are fully feral, and someone's uncle has already fallen asleep against a pinball machine. In the chaos of spilled sodas, screaming toddlers, and tickets blowing across the carpet like tumbleweeds, Michelle managed to lose her debit card. Jamal, operating at the criminal skill level of a raccoon with Wi-Fi access, saw the card and saw opportunity. So he allegedly took it. Over the next 2 weeks, with the newfound financial power of $105, he embarked on a spending spree that would have made coupon clippers weep. Instead of grand luxury or new beginnings, he used the stolen funds exactly how you'd expect a man dressed as a budget rodent to use them. A smoke shop run by a man who only accepts cash, a Whataburger visited via bus ride, a grocery store, a meat market, and the least secure Circle K in the United States. It was a criminal spree that screamed, "I'm not ambitious, but I am hungry." Eventually, Michelle checked her account and noticed the fraud. The thief either had to be the dumbest criminal alive, or the politest mouse in crime history, because the total was barely over $100, which for Michelle was serious money. This was the kind of woman who carried a $300 purse but used a child support debit card to pay for gas. Her priorities weren't illegal, but they were definitely suspicious. Determined to solve the mystery, Michelle activated her inner investigator. Pulling out the invisible badge that every Temu shopper thinks comes free with their $2 leggings, she stormed the grocery store, demanded to see the security footage, and squinted through pixelated surveillance video filmed by cameras bought during the Bush administration. And there, in glorious 240p resolution, stood the unmistakable silhouette, ChuckECheese, or what looked like him if he lived under an overpass. From that moment forward, Michelle had her suspect. She headed straight back to the ChuckECheese, the one that looked like it would fail a health inspection before the inspector even got out of the car. She didn't want to confront the mouse alone, so she called the police. Officers met her in the parking lot, which featured the usual assortment of broken glass, cigarette butts, and a shopping cart from a store half a mile away. She laid out the whole story, minus any explanation of why her child support card was stored inside a purse worth more than her monthly rent. Police entered the establishment to investigate. At first, they found Jamal doing routine tasks, stamping hands, wiping surfaces, and radiating the general frustration of someone forced to wear a fur suit in Florida humidity. They stepped outside for a moment, possibly to request backup or emotionally prepare themselves for ruining an afternoon full of innocent birthday wishes. When they re-entered, Jamal had vanished. He had returned to his most powerful form, Chuck E. Cheese. In a sea of sugar-drunk birthday kids, he blended in instantly. Nobody wanted to be the heartless monster who tackled a beloved mascot in front of children. But these were Florida officers in July. Heat stroke alone made them committed. They knew the truth. Underneath the foam head, behind the oversized gloves, sweating inside the thick polyester fur, was the same man who had been using Michelle's money for fried food and nicotine. Jamal's alter ego wasn't saving him this time, so the officers made the call. Childhoods would be sacrificed today. As the mouse resisted arrest inside his increasingly foreclosed-looking kingdom, the room fell silent. Kids stared wide at his Chuck E. Cheese, the same character who had danced with them minutes earlier stood in handcuffs while officers searched the suit like they were raiding a crime scene at a carnival. The fall of the low-class House of Mouse had begun. Everyone watched, stunned, as their favorite discount rodent was escorted out into the Florida sun. Despite the Chuck E. Cheese manager waving down the police, the mouse costume was confiscated during the arrest, because the party center without their mouse is like a carnival without any rides. The rest of the scheduled birthday parties were most likely moved over by the homeless camp. Or was it the train tracks? I don't remember. Either or, it doesn't really matter. They both end the same. So keep in mind the next time you find a debit card on the ground, think twice about the consequences. And then spend more than $100 if you're getting more than just a court summons. If you want to laugh so hard you forget your PIN and your dignity, then watch this video next.